Hello YouTube.
Hi, excuse the sudden change in audio quality. I just wanted to film in my kitchen with my plant.
Oh, suddenly there's a jacket.
I wanted to preface this whole video by saying that this is coming from someone who has Bella Goth being abducted tattooed on their thigh. I love Bella. I adore Bella. I think she represents the Sims 2 game and era perfectly. But with that being said, let's evaluate if we might be making too much of a fuss about her disappearance.
Who is Bella? Bella Goth appeared in the Sims franchise for the first time in The Sims, alongside her husband Mortimer and their daughter Cassandra. She already wore her iconic red dress and lived with her family in this game's version of the Goth Manor. When The Sims 2 came around, Bella was there, but not really. We had the Goth Mansion, Mortimer, Cassandra, and little Alexander, but no Bella. Bella was abducted by aliens and never returned, which is impossible to recreate in games since aliens always bring your sim back in typical gameplay. Bella's disappearance from the game code's perspective was covered in depth by Martycore. If you're interested in that side of things, I would definitely recommend giving that video a watch. Theories keep coming out about Bella's disappearance like she's JonBenet Ramsey and everyone has a true crime podcast. The truth is, it's pretty straightforward. Bella gets hit on by Dawn, turns him down for a makeout, looks out of his telescope, gets abducted, ends up in Strangetown. People love to speculate on the details in their theories, saying that Dawn got the help of quarter aliens Dina and Nina to get Bella abducted, which is a theory I find alien racist, you General Buzz Kinney. People claim to have finally cracked the whole story of what happened all the time. Plamela makes a video on a new theory like once a month. Nothing but love to her, by the way. I respect the hustle and love her to bits. Jessie, if you happen to be watching this, hi, can we be friends? But yeah, I don't think there's anything to figure out. She got abducted, got dropped into another world, no memories. The whole memory swipe hold is strict in the book. If there's anything mysterious about it, it's the whole ending up in Strangetown bit, at least to me. I think it's way wilder that this random woman showed up in town one day with no recollection of what happened to her and started wandering around aimlessly waiting for whatever to happen. But that's not at all what people focus on. Instead, people who play Strangetown often choose to ignore she's there or download a clean template without Bella in it. If there's a hood where Bella is relevant, it's Strangetown. From the start of the game in Pleasant View, there isn't a single scripted event that could give us clues or that have anything to do at all with Bella. Nobody is ever thinking about her. It isn't mentioned that anyone even misses her. It's kind of messed up actually how she's the face of this incredible mystery and there's barely any mention of her in game. There's the painting Bella Squared, but that doesn't say anything about her disappearance, and Belladonna Cove doesn't count because it's not Pleasant View. Sure, her face is on milk cartons, but I'm not sure that exactly says that people miss her. We care about Bella way more than anyone in her own family seems to. It's not a big deal in game because there's no mechanic to aid that. We've been told the story, but the Sims haven't. They can't. Sure, their memories tell part of the story, but memories don't affect gameplay anymore after a while. You'll never see Cassie sighing with a bubble of Bella's face above her head because the memories are older, and newer memories are affecting her more. So the story is all pretend, made up to make the hood interesting, which you could argue has worked since we still talk about it to this day. I feel like it's interesting as a concept, and a cool story arc for Bella herself. But as far as impacts on gameplay, it has slim to none. The only one I can think of is Mortimer being able to remarry, and that's it. I think Mortimer as a living sim is way more interesting than Bella is as a missing, presumed dead sim. Mortimer is past his prime, but he thinks he's courting this beautiful young woman who loves him for who he is, but really just wants to marry rich. So I guess when you see it that way, it's like Bella was abducted to make it possible for Dina to marry Mortimer. And that does sound less cool than all the theories. The story is made up, the theories are made up, but the facts are Bella had to go so Dina could get Morty's money. And I see how people could tie this up with the theory that they used their secret alien powers to get Bella abducted or whatever, but there aren't actual alien powers in the game. The only aliens that have this super great technology are the pollination technicians. If you have aliens in your hoods, they are just like normal Sims, except they have green screen except they have green skin and black eyes. Other than that, they are normal Sims. So they don't have alien powers that could allow them to telepathically like send messages to their alien family in the sky, like, come get this bitch. She turned away our man and I want to marry her husband because he's got money. Like, that's doesn't make any sense. This is like The Sims we're talking about, people. Not some weird RPG with brain magic. You're probably thinking, let us have fun. And you're right, it's a game. It's not that serious. The scripted events are only suggestions, and the game will carry on as normal if you don't fulfill them, so it's not like Dina is coded to 100% always marry Mortimer. And you're right, it's not hard to get Dina with someone else and let Mortimer die of old age alone. Did they create the Pleasantview playables around the story, or did they create the story around the playables? Was Dina added to Pleasantview after they decided to make Bella go missing, or was she always there and they gave her an extra role when that was decided? Was Bella always supposed to be missing? Because that's the whole point, right? There were blurbs on the internet some time ago about Bella having been half deleted during development, which not only doesn't mean anything, but also isn't what happened. People were saying they made her go missing because her character file was broken. In actuality, the file is incomplete, and I wouldn't recommend getting her back in normal gameplay if you use a template where she hasn't been brought back, unlike me. But I don't believe she was made inaccessible because her file was incomplete. I think her file is incomplete because she was made inaccessible. The more changes were made to the game after they gave Bella a death token, the more her file got messed up because they had no reason to fix her file, unlike the playables. So the whole mistake around her character file being a bit bonkers is the same brand as all the other Dead Sims with incomplete files. This can also be fascinating to look into, but it isn't unique to Bella. It just happened to her because she was giving a death token early in development. The whole thing that makes Bella special is that she isn't there. There are templates out there where Bella is alive in Pleasantview and can be played with. I used one of them and had Bella get pregnant with Daniel Pleasant and married Nina Caliente, which was a lot of fun. Way more fun than just having her be a picture in the Goth family tree, a young adult presumed dead for the rest of time. Yet most people are hesitant to play her in Pleasantview when she's alive in a clean template, or they download one where she's not there. She's not actually a sim, an option available in gameplay to people. She's an icon of The Sims 2, and she must stay that way. She must stay missing. The whole point of Bella is that we don't play her. We don't do anything with her, because otherwise it's no fun anymore. It's not a mystery. Where is she? Oh, she's living in the Pleasant Vista apartments. How did she get back? Oh, I don't know. She was just there when I downloaded the template, so, kind of boring. We have a saying here that basically translates to shining from your absence, being the star of the show even though you're not there, because you're not there. And I think that's the whole point of Bella to people. It's not really the mystery at all, it's just the fact that she was there at some point and now she's not there. And she's not dead, but we don't know where she is. And that's the whole point. It really boggles my mind how something so simple and not that mysterious at all has managed to keep our attention for so long. Bella's disappearance has been the frontman of the Sims 2 storyline for as long as I can remember. I think it's wonderful to bring up The Sims 2 to people who have never played that game, or maybe not even any Sims game at all, and yet they know about Bella. I do think we should focus less on the disappearance and more on finding new exciting gameplay ideas for Bella. The way I try to play her, not only in Pleasant View but in Strange Town also, is always with the goal in mind to make her presence there be interesting and worthwhile for the rest of the ensemble cast of the neighborhood. I want to be able to answer the questions. Where did she go? How did she come back? What will she do now? I want answers to these questions. I just don't want her to be a mystery and nothing else. I love Bella, not only as an icon, but as a sim, and I think she's interesting to play, and there are endless possibilities for what you can do with her that not only make her interesting, but that will also make your gameplay even richer. So, in conclusion, do I think that we make too much of a fuss about Bella? I think we definitely fuss too much about the wrong thing, the disappearance, the mystery, and we never talk about Bella herself. We allow so much humanity to other Sims. We treat them like they're their own person with wants and lives and futures and a card to play in the grand scheme of things. But we don't allow that to Bella. We don't give her that opportunity. She's a one-trick pony. She's a face. She's a model. She's an empty shell. She's Truman's wife in a Truman Show. She's only there to promote The Sims 2. Hi, I am the old face of this game. Here's my mystery. Play the game. And I'm here today to call for Bella Goth rights. I am her official PR team, a PR team of one, and I intend to put respect on Bella Goth's name. Not only because she's so rich, so elegant, and she loves a variety of activities from miniature golf to golf, I said that the wrong way around, but because she's fun, she's funky, she's interesting to play with, she can add a lot of drama to either Pleasant View or Strange Town. So please consider making her playable. Consider giving her a place in your rotational gameplay. Consider giving her something to do. Give her room to become more than what she's famous for. Don't let her rot away in limbo forever with a death token and a flimsy explanation as to why she's gone. Thank you all for watching. I love you and I care about you. And as always, sleep tight. Don't let the bug light bite. Selamat tinggal.